So class, in this video, what I want to do is I want to run through a couple different types of personal property insurance. The first one that we're going to look at, automobile insurance. Okay, this is insurance that you buy for yourself as a driver, okay, and then also as your car. Okay, it's going to provide protection if you are in or cause a car accident. So if somebody hits you, okay, you have protection. If you hit somebody else, you have protection. Okay, automobile insurance, it is required to legally drive in Pennsylvania. There is no getting around it. If you want to drive legally, and you do need to drive legally, otherwise you're going to have additional problems, you got to have it. Okay, and that's actually true for most states. Pretty much every state requires automobile insurance. Okay, now an option for auto insurance is you can get comprehensive insurance. And this is going to provide it's going to provide money for damages to your car from fire, theft, flood, vandalism, etc. Okay, so things that don't happen in a car collision, like a car accident, they may not be covered. So if a tree falls on your car, you may or may not be covered depending on what type of insurance policy you have for your car. Okay, if your car catches on fire out in a parking lot, depends on the policy. Okay, so my advice to you, make sure that when you sign up for automobile insurance, you read that policy carefully. Make sure that you know what you're covered for and what you're not covered for. And if you're unsure, talk to an insurance agent with any questions that you have. Okay, it's very important. You don't want to run into the situation where you think you have coverage and then something does happen and it turns out you didn't because you didn't understand your agreement or you didn't take the time to read it. All right, so that's automobile insurance. Now here, homeowners and renters insurance. Okay, I have them split into two different categories, even though they are generally kind of similar, okay, fairly similar to one another. We're going to take a look at them separately. Homeowners. This is going to protect a homeowner. Now this means that you own your home, okay, you've paid for it, or you have a mortgage on your home, meaning that you're making payments towards full ownership. Okay, it's going to protect the homeowner against loss of personal and real property from fire, tornadoes, vandalism, burglary, etc. So what that means is if your home itself sustains some sort of damage from one of these covered events, or the personal property, okay, so all the things that you have in your home suffers damages, then the homeowner's insurance policy can give you money to replace those things or to fix them, okay? Now, it also protects homeowners against lawsuits from visitors who sustain injury on the property. So if you have people over and something happens to them while they're on your property, okay, through no fault of their own, you actually are legally responsible for that, okay? They suffered it on your property. They didn't do anything that caused the injury. You're the one that's responsible, okay? Homeowners insurance, this is where it's really important. It can step in and provide financial protection to you if something like that happens. Okay, if you do have a mortgage, meaning that you don't actually own your home, you've gone to a bank, the bank has given you the money up front to buy the home, and now you're paying off the bank loan, okay, that's called your mortgage, they're going to require that you have homeowners insurance, okay, and the reason for that is they don't want to lose that house, okay? Think about it. Technically, the bank owns your house until you pay off the mortgage. So they don't want a fire to come in and destroy the home and you not have homeowners insurance, because how are they ever going to be able to collect the amount that's owed to them? It's not like they can sell the house anymore. It's gone. It's been burned down. So they're going to require that from their lenders. Now, renters insurance is pretty much, it sort of does the same exact things, but you need to think about if you're a renter, there is no real property that is yours to protect. So what it's going to do, it's going to protect the renter against loss of the personal property in the apartment or the home that they're renting. Okay, it would be up to the actual landlord to have homeowners to protect the real property, the house and the land and everything that's permanently fixed to it. Okay, the other thing too is renter's insurance is once again going to protect you against those lawsuits from visitors who sustain some sort of injury on the property. All right, so that's homeowners and renters insurance. Okay, you really want to have homeowners. You may be required to have it if you're on a mortgage, and you definitely want to have renters insurance. Renters insurance is not that expensive month to month, so it is worth the investment. Okay, flood insurance. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. Your homeowner's insurance does not cover damage from floods. Okay, it's completely different. So, if your home is in an area that's prone to flooding, called a flood zone, this is going to have to be something that you purchase. Okay, if you actually have a mortgage, you're going to be required to have flood insurance. The bank is going to make you, or the mortgage company is going to make you go out and get flood insurance. Once again, they don't want to lose that property. Okay, now flood insurance is one of these things where you're going to need to consider the risks when determining whether to purchase. If you live in an area that is prone to flooding, then yeah, definitely, this is a no-brainer. Go out and buy flood insurance. Flood insurance is not cheap, so that's something that you want to consider when you're deciding whether or not to buy a home. Okay, where does this home sit relative to areas that flood? If you live in an area that's not prone to flooding, then this might be something that you may not want to purchase. Okay, but that's something that you would need to do your homework on. The important thing is to recognize that homeowners insurance does not cover damage from floods. So don't think that if you have homeowners insurance and your house floods that you're good, because you're not. Okay, now fire insurance, this is something that is going to be bought by businesses. People do not have to buy fire insurance because it's already covered by your homeowner's insurance. Okay, and I think this is pretty straightforward. You would buy fire insurance, okay, to protect against damages caused by the burning of your building. If the building burns down, you're going to need that fire insurance to pay for it. Okay, it also can protect against damage caused by a burning building near your own building. So if you're a business owner, you have your building, and the building next to you catches on fire and it causes damages to your own building, then your fire insurance would kick in to help pay for those damages. Okay, our final one is marine insurance. Now this insurance, sort of like fire insurance, is specific to certain businesses, okay? Individuals are not going to buy marine insurance. Okay, you're going to buy it if you're a business and you're shipping products. Okay, the marine insurance is going to protect those products during the shipping process. There's two main types of marine insurance. Ocean marine insurance is going to protect products shipped by boat overseas, okay, bodies of water. And then inland marine insurance. This is going to protect products that are shipped by train, truck, or airplane. Okay, don't get caught up on the word marine because you think it's all boating. There is a certain type of marine insurance that relates to boats, and that's called ocean marine insurance, but it also applies to train, truck, airplane shipments as well, and those are called inland marine insurance. Okay, but once again, you're not going to buy these as an individual. You would only be concerned about these last two types, the fire and marine insurance, if you ever got a business, okay, and you needed to protect your building or the products that you're shipping.